Hi guys, and welcome to the Faceless Photographer. I've set up this YouTube channel to do a small series on food photography, just to share some tips and insights into food photography and things that I've gained through my experience of learning how to take beautiful photos of food, which I do so for my blog. So I just thought I'd let you know, I actually started out with an iPhone 4S, and it wasn't even mine, it was my dad's. And I was taking photos of food for my blog, but they just never ever came out how I'd want them to come out. And of course, that was just a smartphone camera. It wasn't going to do anything like a DSLR. But taking photos with the smartphone started to give me insight into how I can compose my food, and that was very, very invaluable, because now, as even if you have a DSLR, if your food doesn't look good, the photo won't look good, full stop. So for quite a while, I was taking photos with an iPhone 4S until I got my hands on a point and shoot. So this is just a basic point and shoot, like many of the other ones that you get on the market. And yeah, it offered me prettier photos, better than the iPhone. But again, it didn't do what I wanted, you know, which really is from a DSLR. So, however, if you guys have a point and shoot like this one, or any point and shoot, I still recommend that you go out there and you take as many photos of food as you want, because it really forces you to make the food look good for the camera, because this can only do so much, and it doesn't do the food any justice, or not as much justice anyway as the DSLR does. So it forces you to make your food look good, to set it up nicely, to use natural lighting, or the setup around you to enhance the subject. DSLRs are so expensive. You don't want to invest a lot of money and not know what you're doing. Like, once you buy a DSLR, you'll see here, you have to really know the technical things of photography, and this is just an entry-level camera, but you have to know your white balance, you have to know your depth of field, you have to know your focus points, your ISO, all these things. And as you can see, I always have it on manual mode, because you don't want the DSLR to do the hard work for you. You want to be the photographer, you want to decide how you want your photo to look, in what way, and all that stuff. So it's too big of an investment to get a DSLR if you're not 100% sure on how to actually get your subject to look good in the first place. So as you can see, the DSLR takes really nice photos of the food. It gives it the soft background, it highlights it in ways that makes it shine. It just gives you that image that we imagine and that we see in food magazines. So anyway, before I get too into it, if you guys have any main topics of concern or any questions, post a comment below the video, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can.